Hello, K.M.K here together with Falcon
I
and the fantastic Cujo Kate,
What's up there?
who I still believe is the unofficial face model of Ellen Ripley in this game.
Ah!
And together we come with another Dead by Daylight chapter review. This time it is a paragraph chapter. So what does a paragraph mean for the people that still don't know it? That means that it's either a survivor or a killer, not with both. So in this case we will only have a killer only chapter. It's the same as with Nick Cage. Nick Cage is a paragraph, and this time we will also have a paragraph.
remember that also Pinhead was a paragraph,
Yes,
Leatherface was a paragraph.
yes, correct.
Ah.
Ghostface was a paragraph also.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. It's quite interesting to know how many paragraphs that we get sometimes. And Michaela is a paragraph and Ash Williams is a paragraph also. You could say that Bill is a paragraph also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think that we need a Left 4 Dead 2 chapter, though. But that is just me. Okay. So, you guys know the drill. We're gonna first look at the killer, how he looks like. Then we're gonna look at the power. Then we're gonna look at the perks. After that, we got Falcon's favorite part of the entire video: perk build suggestions.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. Is something I also love because it gives me well, for anyone that wants to know, when I make these videos, for the first time on the live server, when I play them.
Right.
I do all focus builds first. And then I record those, and then you guys get those videos. Still in the works with the alien, by the way. Because we had Haunted by Daylight, and I did not play Alien during Haunted by Daylight. Because that would not really... that would affect the performance of the killer with his builds.
Right.
So, I'm waiting till that was over, and now I'm back to recording for the alien. So now that you guys know that, so we're gonna start right now. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
And I think that I know. I think that I know where he is. He's next to Michael. They are comparing who has the biggest knife.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or they are discussing what the best way is to kill a knife with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, bro, they are holding the knife, with the same hand. you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The funny thing is, if you
Yeah.
look how Chucky's holding it, it's like he's preparing to strike, and Michael is like he's in mid-strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. You got the two killers that who are like most famous for using a kitchen knife as a murder weapon.
Right.
So I think they are discussing who has done the most with a knife. It's kind of funny that Michael always has the new killers next to him. He's a good listener.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of dirty secrets that he knows? I bet he can. I bet he can blackmail all the entire list here, Michael. That he can blackmail everyone with all the things that he knows.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And the best thing is, he can keep secrets. Okay. Now, let's see how he looks like. 1, 2, and... Yes,
Oh my god.
yes,
It's cute.
that's Brad Dourif. That's the real voice actor for him.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is, and he's done Chucky. since the
years.
beginning, and they also brought back Jennifer Tilly.
Yes. And
That's a really big deal.
funny thing is also, Brad Dourif's daughter also played Chucky.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, she played him in, I think, Code of Chucky. And and I think in the first and the second season of Chucky.
Ah,
Yeah. And she also played her father. Oh.
ah.
Yeah. And if you didn't know better, she really looks like her father. If you didn't know better. But I think the only thing that they had to do more was maybe add some prosthetics to her nose and her chin. To give a bit more that masculine feeling.
Wow.
But
That's interesting.
his daughter is, yeah. So her daughter played Chucky. And when he possessed the body.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah. Of course, Brad Dourif. But he, the thing is, you would not say that he is like in his 70s or something, or in his
Right.
60s. And that voice of his is still really powerful. He is still
Oh,
that
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's undeniable.
I mean, with Michael, you don't know who was under the mask who was playing Michael. You know, so you will never be able to say, oh, he did this job well and such. And so, that's the only thing but with characters like Brad, who has to use the voice a lot, you can hear it in the voice if they become older and such, and the power is still there.
Right?
I mean, it is the same as with Pinhead.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, because his voice is also still really powerful. It still demands the respect, you know.
Yeah.
So now we got a comedic horror character. And his famous laugh. And they really got the character.
Yeah.
And I also like that they used the name, the good guy.
Right.
Which is actually the doll that Chucky is. Chucky is a good guy doll.
So, they built the movie, right?
Yeah?
They built this doll off of the Buddy doll.
The Buddy doll?
Yeah. So, back years ago, there was a doll
Yeah?
that was called Buddy and was also about 2 feet tall and had overalls and a baseball cap and stuff like that. And they took that idea of that doll and then they, turned it into Chucky.
Oh.
And
Is it the same? Is it the same? Just the same type of story as with the Captain Kirk mask for Michael?
yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about those things. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that is well. That's why we got you here, because you're basically our americana expert in that regard. Because this is something that we don't know.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Falco doesn't know anything about Chucky. He never seen the movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, unfortunate, but yeah, I still have to see, to watch the movie.
Yeah, and you still have to watch The Alien. Also.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bro, if Predator ever comes with Candyman and you tell me that you've never seen those movies, I'm gonna be ashamed of you, man. I'm really gonna be ashamed of you.
Bro, but I can say that if they actually release Candyman, one day, I will watch the movie the same day of the
Oh,
release.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will keep you on that.
Yeah.
Keep you on that.
But I'm afraid it will be, maybe for next year at this point, because the next killer will be original, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next year.
Maybe a nice fact for you guys. I didn't know in the beginning who Jason Voorhees was.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, I did know who Freddy was. I did know who Michael Myers was.
Uh-huh.
I did know who Pinhead was.
Right.
I did know the alien.
Mm-hmm.
Those characters I did know, but I did not know who Jason was, and I knew Chucky. And the only ones that I did not know was Jason and Leatherface.
Yeah.
Those were the only ones that I never knew.
Oh,
So-
you got Ghostface is on there.
Yeah, and Ghostface.
You know
yeah.
who Ghost. Everybody knows. Who Ghostface is. Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't know about Jason. That was the
Right.
only one that we didn't know. And later, when that game came out, I started watching the Friday the 13th movies.
Uh huh.
Well, the first Friday the 13th movie that I ever saw was Jason X.
Oh.
That was my first real introduction to Jason. Then the games, and then I watched the rest of the movies, just to understand the character
Right.
better. The funny thing about Jason is, he is possibly Dutch American.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Because his last name is a Dutch name.
Yeah.
It's a name around...
He's a pretty tall guy, big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, because his last name is very... it's Voorhees. You know? So that is a V with a double O, R. So it's the same as when you say four, but then with two O's. For his. And yeah, that makes Jason Dutch American descendant, which is actually pretty cool because the only thing is we don't know what type of Dutch he is, because you have multiple dialects and such also.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, because in Amsterdam they speak differently than in Rotterdam.
Ah.
And then when you are in the south of Holland, you have Brabants, and that is also completely different from those again.
Oh.
I have a bit of a Brabants dialect. My dialect is a bit mixed with a different one also. It's
Right.
yeah. I got that's why for a lot of people I talk funny. People find that it's funny that I talk funny, even when I talk in English, because of how strong that my accent is. I have a really strong accent. So that's with Jason. So Jason is Dutch American. So I hope we get a Dutch American killer, the Dutch American killer. So
I bet they're working on it. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Trying.
yeah, though it's hard making a Dutch killer from what I understand because of the fact of how do you want to do it and such. It's just like we are still waiting for an Italian killer also for Falcon.
Uh huh.
We got the Italian stallion Vittorio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Italian stallion Vittorio, but we still need a Dutch killer and a Dutch survivor, and we need an Italian killer. Still, so those are the things that we still need. So okay,
Yeah.
we got for example a Russian killer. We got a killer from Nigeria because that is what the raid is. He's from Nigeria. And we got an Anglo-American. The nurse.
Uh huh.
Yeah. It's quite... If you understand the roster, that is... But anyway, let's talk about his power. Or about his looks. Falcon, you're gonna talk about his looks? Because we did some background talk and such.
Oh yeah. So bro, I like the look and feel of this killer. Let me say she's cute. So I find her fun to play, for this reason.
I find him an asshole.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but he is an asshole. Come here, pisshead.
Yeah.
I love all his quotes. He oozed
Yeah,
with
the
personality. Yeah, they really got the character, and they didn't. And they really went with all the fuck shit, fuck that, fuck so, all of those things. They really knew what they were going for with him. So, Anything else you have to say, Falcon?
Also, yeah, that this is the first killer which you play in third person.
And that's really powerful, eh? Third person, eh?
Yeah, yeah, because now finally you get the same advantage of survivors, but when you are playing a killer.
Yeah,
Yeah, because remember, survivors see much more than killers.
yeah. And you had with him actually. To be honest, he's a killer that I would actually advise Shadowborn for.
Hmm.
Shadowborn really improves his gameplay way more than that you have with all the other killers. Because
Oh yeah, bro. Till we get the field of view slider.
yeah, and then he can
Because
revert.
bro, yeah, because bro, they promised that the FOV slider will be added in the options,
Hmm.
but we are still waiting.
Yeah, I seen a lot of killers use the perk Shadowborn, and it really messed up their powers
Mm.
with some of them. Yeah, because it's when you have a Wesker who is like point blank and he can't even hit you as such, and then later you see that he has Shadowborn.
Shadowborn.
Yeah, then
Mm.
you're like, oh, okay, he messed up his view to view, his perspective,
Yeah.
because you changed the game in such a way that
Throws you off.
yeah, and people don't, and then people are like, it's a placebo, you know. That they believe that it does something for them, that it's better for their eyes and such, you know, but it doesn't. It's a placebo.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like telling them that the Easter Bunny is real, and they believe it. It's I mean, and I think it has to do also with the fact that a lot of blind players are using it, but the blind players are using it so that they can look more downways, so that they can perform the hook tech better.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, bro.
And
Yeah.
that is why I think that is why a lot of people think, oh, Shadowborn is a must because it gives you. No, it is just Shadowborn is being used because so that they can exploit a bug. It
Mm.
doesn't help you play better, and it is not better for your eyes or anything. It does nothing for your eyes. It just ruin your perspective. That is all. It doesn't add much. If you're saying, then why are you suggesting it for Chucky? Chucky is in third person.
Right.
Third person is different from first person because you as that is how you have to look. A small character that has third person, you can look around corners and such. But with Shadowborn and a first person character, it doesn't do much. It's just a placebo. It is like, and you get a lot of weak bugs. Also, it's an extremely bugged perk, and it is mostly used for exploits. That is what it is used for. So only because a blind uses it, it's mostly so that he can exploit hook tech. That is mostly it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make you see 10 times better or anything. It's a placebo, guys.
Mm.
It's just a placebo. It's and then but it's human nature. Some people it's human nature to believe in stuff that is not there and such. You know, you cannot change human nature because, for example, I believe in one thing that is stupid, and another guy believes in something else that is stupid, and it's human nature. We cannot do anything about it. It is it's part of who we are at the end of the day, and that is that's just a reality. So I'm done with the talk about Shadowborn. Do you have anything else to say, or can Kate have her turn? Falcon.
I think I'm done with the look of this killer.
To Kate, our americano expert.
So I have two things.
Yeah,
So the first is if you look at them
yeah,
and you see how it's third person when you're playing, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking how he is when you're playing.
Yeah.
In the movie, Charles Lee Ray was a serial killer.
Yes. He was
And
called the
when the
Strangler.
police-
He was called the Strangler,
Yeah.
but he never strangled.
The Lakeshore Strangler,
Yeah.
And when the police shot him,
Hmm.
he used voodoo and he put his soul in the doll.
Yes.
Now, if you're playing Dead by Day, you see the size Chucky is, right?
Yes.
He's supposed to be 2 feet tall, so that's
Yeah.
6.9 kilometers. That's I looked it up real quick.
Yeah.
So he's pretty short, right?
Yeah.
So if you're playing him in the game
Hmm.
and he's in front of you,
Yeah.
I think we are Charles Lee Ray.
You could say
And,
that.
and
yeah.
here's my theory on this. Chucky's always running ahead.
Hmm.
We're always following behind. When you grab a survivor and you put him on the hook, that's Charles Lee Ray who's putting him on the hook, not Chucky.
Correct.
So technically, it's the man, and then his spirit is also in the doll. We're just not seeing Charles Lee Ray right now.
Correct. But here's something else. If you activate
Yeah.
Heidi Ho, his power,
Yes.
Chucky will look behind him and he starts breaking the fourth wall and he's like, let's step. Then he's turning around and looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He's breaking the fourth wall. In that case, it's
So that could be,
yeah.
that could be the thing. The other thing I thought, if you see him visually and you see him playing visually in the game,
Yeah.
I was seeing concerns survivors were saying because
Yeah.
when he runs past the window, he's too short. And if he's in Heidi Ho because he's undetectable,
Yeah.
they feel that particular moment with the windows and not knowing where he's going to be is just, it's OP. My thing is this. I saw people suggesting that they were like, well, have a little ghost or a shadow above his head so that you could see where he is, like behind walls and things like that. But that just ruins the killer,
Yeah. It does.
you know?
It does.
So my theory is when you're next to a window and the survivor's on the inside, what the survivor would see, they would technically have to distort his height a little bit. I would say put the top fourth or third of his head going past the window. So you see from like the top of his head down to his eyebrows.
Yeah.
And that way they'd know he's going left, he's going right.
I think
Past
it
the
is.
window.
I think it has more to do so that he has a lot of mind game potential, because his power is not really meant for chasing. It's more like for sneaking up. He has this chase
Yeah.
power, but if he miss, then the survivor will already have a big distance.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
they
mo-
have a head start.
It's mostly like it's an basically just like the spirit. In this case,
Yeah.
you have to guess. And I think that is okay because he's small. And I think it adds something to his playstyle because he has a completely different way of interacting with the survivors. The survivors want the same type of interaction with all the killers. And he is different in that case. And I think that is good. It's just, he is new. People don't know how to play against him, so they start complaining. That is mostly it. It's just he has a lot of mind game potential, and I think that is okay.
Right.
It's not so bad. I mean that.
Good.
I think.
Yeah, because my whole argument's this. You got those boon totems out there.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 people. They could each have a boon perk on.
Yeah.
They could walk up to any boon totem and turn it on.
Yeah.
And us being killers, we can't do that.
No, I wish we could.
And
And then
we're locked in. Whatever they decide to activate, the game activates.
And then
The game activates. But if it's broken, we're screwed.
Yeah.
'Cause you're going to complain because you can't see him through the window. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can activate these boom totems all over the map. I mean, I'm still a little, you
Yeah.
know. Anyways, that's my opinion. But
not only that, Kate,
Yeah.
but even if you are a survivor and you try to find them, well, good luck finding one stupid boon totem that is devour hope in a map with a lot of areas to hide it also. I mean,
Right.
I look at it from two perspectives, On one side, as
Yeah.
a killer, you can't waste the time to look for the boon totems. But
Yeah.
but at the same on the same side, as a survivor, you're frustrated to find one hex totem. It is like, it's really two-sided, And then
Yeah.
complaining about Chucky. Well, sorry to say it, guys, but he's a stealth killer. You are removing
That's
the entire. If he's mind gaming you and you fall for it, guess what? It's your fault. It's a mistake. You have to learn. People don't like that. The problem is stealth characters in video games are always problematic. In any game, League of Legends, Overwatch,
Yeah.
MMORPGs, where you have PvP and such. The only time that stealth is not problematic is in fighting games like Mortal Kombat with Reptile. Reptile can go invisible, but it doesn't help him or anything. It's like you can still. People barely do anything because it doesn't do anything. It is not overpowered or anything. You cannot sneak up. You cannot come from top or bottom as such. It is, and with characters like Chucky, yeah, he is a stealth killer. You just have to pay more attention. That is just it. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to listen. He has a loud voice. If you hear him talk.
Right. Yeah, that's right, and that gives him away.
Yeah, because I'm gonna.
Just like the startup of a blink.
I'm gonna give.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give you guys
Michael's mask. Yeah.
This is Michael.
Right.
And Michael has this. Listen carefully.
Breathing.
Yeah, heavy breathing. I remember when I played with Kate, and we had a Michael, Infinite Tier 1, and I was just, and he was chasing me, and I was just sitting on the roof, and he was waiting downstairs, and I didn't go down because I heard him breathing, like this, and it is, for stealth characters, it is so important to have sounds like this. Same goes for Ghostface. If Ghostface if he moves, you hear all the letter of his clothes moving.
Yeah, I think you can hear the mantle, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also opens with the dredge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the dredge is pretty loud.
Yep. And Sadako has this. And Sadako has televisions. If you see the televisions, you already
Right.
know there is a Sadako.
And, the blight sounds like he's squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is what people are complaining about. And Freddy, when he's invisible, you hear his lullaby. Nah,
I mean,
nah.
we have to listen to heartbeats. We have to listen to feet.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, bro, the Demogorgon,
Yeah.
you can hear his footsteps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's another loud killer.
Yeah, and then people are complaining about the size of Chucky. Well, sorry to say it, guys, but it just means that you're too lazy to learn what to do against him.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
I hope they don't nerf him. That's my biggest thing. I hope they don't put that little icon on his head when he's going through a window, or or to see him behind walls or whatever, because that's just gonna really.
That will kill him. Then he
that'd
would be
devastatingly bad.
That would be dead on a rifle. That would be dead on a rifle. That would be horrible. That would be like Michael could never. That would be like that they say.
Michael got a knife.
Yeah. Or Michael without ability to tombstone.
Right.
Which is actually also the thing that keeps him from being buffed, sadly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Michael is in. I'm gonna say it right now. Michael is on the radar for a buff.
Oh, okay.
They are planning the buff of Michael. So that is coming. But the thing is, I have the worst thing that can happen
Yeah.
is that they remove this tombstone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that can happen. The best thing that can happen is if they just remove this.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
What if
Hmm?
if you put the tuft of hair on? Unfortunately, the game would notice and then make stalking take even longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they can do with him at the moment. He has the problem for Michael is he is still DBD 2016, I think,
Right.
2016 or 2017. Which
Oh yeah, he is very old, bro.
yeah, he's an old
Yeah.
man right now. I mean, he is Trapper got buffed, but the buffs didn't do much for him. Still, it's just Michael, now we are talking about Michael, so I'm gonna keep it short. Michael is getting a buff. He's on the radar, together with Freddy again. So, problem is, he has these really strong add-ons,
Right.
which, this one is okay, this one can be problematic. So, I think they will either remove this, which would be okay, so long that they
Okay.
keep this. If they can keep
Yeah.
this should stay, because this is iconic.
Right.
But I think he needs a complete gameplay overhaul. Still being stealth and such, but maybe make it so that he is like stalker mode and then prepare to die mode. Or something. I don't know what they can do with him. Michael is like... Michael's old. So, to go back to
Yeah.
Chucky. So, we have talked about how Chucky works. How he looks like, I mean. So, let's go to his power. So, here we got Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, the infamous Lakeshore Strangler. And he never strangled. It was always stabbing with him. I mean, come on, Lakeshore Strangler, but he doesn't strangle. Which they addressed in Chucky, season 1. Just so that you guys know, in season 1 of Chucky, they talked about that he was called a Lakeshore Strangler, but he never strangled. It didn't make it didn't make sense. So
Yeah.
also his girlfriend Tiffany is going to be a skin for him, and voiced by Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah. That's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys want Tiffany, just buy the skin and you will have Jennifer Tilly as the voice. Or if you want Chucky, I think there is also a skin coming of Chucky. I think it is the one with the scars. Scarface Chucky.
Mm.
Which is so. Just so that you guys know. So if you want Jennifer Tilly or Tiffany, you get a legendary skin. If you want Scarface Chucky, because I think it is Scarface Chucky. Because that is like the second most iconic Chucky look.
Mm-hmm.
In the series. So you get that one. And maybe later we will have a Chucky hat with a Christmas hat on. Like he had in season 2. I mean, Chucky has a lot of different costumes in the entire series. Okay, so dit is his speed. Hack speed. Normal terror radius. He's short. He's tiny. He's really tiny.
Yes.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's a tiny little guy.
Who's smaller, Chucky or
Chucky.
Huh?
Chucky.
No, wait. Or the twins. Baby.
Victor.
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 Hmm.
I think Victor might be a tiny bit shorter. Of course, 2 feet though.
I wish we could put the two models against each other and see it.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I think they're the same
Yeah.
height. Well, to be
Maybe.
honest, I got this theory, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the twins are getting reworked next year.
Yes.
I get the feeling that they are going to use the third-person perspective system for Victor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible, bro.
I also got this other theory, and I told it to Falcon, and I said, well, that Haunted by Daylight Void World, I think that is an experiment for a future killer that will also have a different world to go into. Maybe the rework for Freddy. That it will be a dream world that is completely different. It's it's just theory, you know, and DBD theory.
Yeah.
So let's go to his power. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
After the rage of being trapped in the body of a doll subsided, the Lakeshore Strangler realized his new body was the perfect host for Disorient and surprised his skills. Yeah, he was pretty angry about that. I like how they keep calling him the Lakeshore Strangler and he doesn't even strangle. Oh well. Okay, special ability. Heidi Ho mode. And Heidi Ho, that's from the good guys. The good guys say that in the dolls. Heidi Ho.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm your friend to the end.
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. I'm your friend till the end. Hi, I'm Chucky, your friend till the end. Heidi Ho.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. K.M.K got it.
Yeah. I would be the perfect American immigrant. People wouldn't even say that I'm not American, except if they hear my accent. Chucky can enter.
It's very slight. It's very slight. Yeah, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
Well, yeah. Chucky can enter Heidi Ho mode at any time, provided the cooldown is over. When in Heidi Ho mode, Chucky becomes undetectable and generates map-wide footfalls. Footfalls? Don't you mean footsteps? Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Disorient.
Or footprints, maybe also.
Yeah, disorienting survivors. Shouldn't it be disorientating? Or is this Canadian? Or is this?
No, bro. I think it is the ing form.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is Canadian. Canadian spelling or something. I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of people there that speak French and no English. Also, it's Canada is a bit in that regard because when you see sometimes they release something and you can just see that English is not their second language because there's a lot of writing errors. Yeah, writing errors and such. Or the Grammatica and such. It's I mean my Grammatica is not so good either when I write and such, so I shouldn't be talking. But yeah. So with sounds of footprints coming from many directions. That part I didn't notice so much. It's not very noticeable that you see all those footsteps. You know?
True, bro. True.
But that he becomes undetectable, that is good. He is a stealth killer. That's okay. I mean, he needs that. If you are this big, you have to be a stealth killer. You cannot be a one-shot killer like Oni or Michael. And be this big. That would be too unfair. And Chucky was always a sneaky bastard. He's not the predator, but he made made and you see that also in the TV series and in all the movies. He learned to effectively use his size.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that annoys him is the fact that his hands are too small. He cannot strangle people. That was one thing that he said. His hands are too small. But then again, he's been kicked. He's been stabbed. He's been cooked. What else?
Yeah, melted. Yeah, absolutely.
Melted. Yeah, ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him he got the Clockwork Orange treatment. He was sent to heaven. Well, one part of him was sent to heaven, eh? There was such, and they gave him the Clockwork Orange treatment. That they stuck him to a chair with clippers on his eyes, and they forced him to watch all the good stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Till he got sick. That was funny. It was so funny. That Chucky had so many deaths. I would enjoy that. Yeah. The only thing that I hate is that you have to wait till you can be stealth mode.
20 seconds. Oh no, it's 20 seconds to use it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They said that his
It's a
charge
pretty
time.
long cooldown.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, and at the beginning of the game, you know? It's not like with Sadako or with the Raid or with Ghostface. They can go into stealth mode right at the beginning. But Chucky has to wait
Yeah.
till he can go into stealth mode. Which is like...
Yeah, they're saying that the regenerating time for his Heidi Ho is it takes a little longer than other killers.
Yeah. And it is not only that, but it is also short. It has a certain amount of time. Ghostface can stay permanently stealthed. Amanda can stay permanently crouched and stealthed. Raid can do that. But I think it has to do with the height. But before we know it, maybe Chucky can stay permanently hidden also. But I think it also has to do with the fact that Chucky... Does Chucky lose his stealth when he attacks?
If you use your attack, yes.
No, yeah, the M1, I mean. Or don't you remember?
You mean if you miss?
No, when you hit someone. Because I know if you would do that with Ghostface, you go out of your stealth mode.
Yes.
So that would also be with Chucky. Let's just say his stealth mode is different from the other stealth killers. Let's keep it at that. Because I really don't understand why they did certain things in that reform.
Well, I'm wondering too if it's because they're saying he's undetectable, but it can increase his speed too.
Yep.
So they might think he could be a possible blight on their hands if they don't. Try to bring him down a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, there is an iridescent add-on.
Yeah.
You know, which it extends the duration of the power.
Yeah.
But then it says basic attacks automatically and Heidi Ho mode.
Okay, then I'm.
So maybe there is no automatic, return to non-stealth mode in the base kit because you need an add-on to get, automatic transition.
Okay, then I understand. Then I understand why they have why it takes so long before you
So
go.
it should be different from Ghostface.
Yeah. Okay, then it makes sense. Then it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but if you attack with your power, you lose the stealth mode, of course.
Yeah, but it is like I said, bro. It is so sometimes you have to really think when you have to understand a certain power of a killer, you know, or why the power works like this. Because I think all of us has to think about it. Because sometimes Kate doesn't understand how power works. Sometimes I don't understand how certain power works. Because of how because sometimes you don't sometimes it doesn't say rightfully of how it should work, you know, or the design decisions behind it. Because I don't understand still why Michael, after all these years, hasn't had a buff or something. But yeah,
Right.
later on you start to realize, if you think about it, it is because of his add-ons. Michael has really strong add-ons, which makes it hard for him to buff. That can stop a character from being buffed. And with him, I was like, why is this? And now that I think about it, it's because he's short.
Well, I saw in there too, it said you can, a good add-on for him is the iridescent. They said an iridescent add-on is really, can help him out and everything, but,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, it's. I think we can expect him to be buffed. Let's keep it at that.
Of course, bro, I'm expecting a pretty good buff
Yeah,
because she's so weak, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, she's fun, but she's not dangerous.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, special ability, slice and dice. While in hidey ho mode, Chucky gets access to the charged slice and dice ability, allowing him to rush unsuspecting survivors before leaping forward and performing a slice and dice attack. Additionally, if a survivor falls through a window or over a pallet, Chucky can quickly chain a scamper while using slice and dice. Okay, slice and dice is basically a run attack, like what the Blight has and such, but without hitting a wall.
Mhm.
The problem is it's really hard to control.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
can,
seen
I
people.
can, I can confirm this, bro.
I can say this. I seen people do Blight hook tech and stuff with it. I've seen that.
Already.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do because you have to up the sensitivity of your mouse,
Mm.
and not everyone likes it. I got my mouse on maximum sensitivity, but I don't have it in the game on maximum sensitivity because then I would go insane. Because I don't know about Kate. I don't know if Kate has her mouse sensitivity up. I don't.
Yeah, mine's pretty up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, especially for people that play shooting games, I play Overwatch, and I think Kate plays Halo, and you need to have the sensitivity of your mouse up, so that you can react really fast when you see a target.
Yeah.
It's for games like those it is required, and especially for Dead by Daylight. If you are in first person, you need to be able to turn around the swing. So, so that is done. This. It's basically, but for the rest, it is like hillbillies chainsaw, like, you know. Let's see. Special ability Scamper. While in hidey ho mode, Chucky can perform a scamper through windows or under downed pallets, allowing him to close on his unsuspected prey. Okay, about the window. If you do it through a window when you're running, it will end your power. That is something that Falcon and I tested.
Wow.
Yeah. But if you do it while going under a pallet, you keep going. But if it is through a window, it will automatically stop your power. So that is what Falcon and I tested. Falcon and I really went for it and we tested it.
Yeah. But anyway, bro, keep in mind it might be bugged.
True.
Yeah, so because bro, we found some bugs also.
Yep.
When you get stunned while in IDO mode, there is a problem with your mouse sensitivity.
Yeah, your turn rate.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, that's crazy.
the game will reduce your mouse sensitivity for some reason, and
Oh,
and it is not restored, after the stun from the pallet.
Yep. It's pretty, it's pretty strange how that works. Because Falcon had difficulty moving to the left and moving to the right
ah,
afterwards.
And keep in mind, bro, I never change my mouse sensitivity
Yeah.
when I play this game. Never.
And he had to change
Yeah,
it. He had
yeah.
to,
So I knew there was something wrong
yes.
because at some point I had to increase my sensitivity, but I never do that.
Yeah.
Never.
I had the same problem. Because I was all of a sudden I was losing survivors left and right. Because I couldn't look to the left or to the right real fast.
ah.
It's so yeah, he has a bug, and there were some other bugs also that we saw. That makes us really think of what is going on with the spaghetti code of behavior. And it is not the good spaghetti that you got in Italy. It is really the spaghetti that is like, what is this? How can you, what is this for bullshit? That is that type of spaghetti. It is it, because we notice a lot with a lot of patches. There is a bug. They add a killer, or they fix a killer, and then all of a sudden a new bug was added, and it has nothing to do with the killer. You know? They added a new killer. Oh, the maps were all of a sudden had all of a sudden all these weird items. Remember, bro? When
Yeah.
when the maps were fucked up,
Hmm.
that we had more trees, more rocks and such, and the hitboxes were really weird.
Yeah, not only that, bro. I think, do you remember when they added new different layouts for Macmillan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the invisible wall
Oh
around
yeah.
the track?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Just to explain it to Kate, there was this. We were by the shack. We were doing some chases. We were looking around, and Falcon got stuck by a wall.
Oh, you showed me this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an invisible wall.
You made a clip. Yeah, I remember that.
And Falcon had to completely walk around it.
Right.
It was it was stupid. I mean, and so now we have this with Scamper and hitting the pallet. So we think, okay, there is something wrong again. We don't know what. But anyway, the Scamper is good. It's basically Legion. Basically Legion
Right.
with the window and the pallet, which actually works for Chucky. Problem is, if you get hit or something, then yeah, you get camera issues.
Right. Huh.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice quote. I am one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I dig it. Yeah, he said that I think in the Chucky TV series. That he was one of the most notorious slashers in history. Yeah, and he is a slasher. I think he's like the last kitchen knife slasher that we got. Because we got Michael, yeah, last kitchen knife. So, these are the powers. So, now that you guys have seen this and such, I think with no focus answers, do you have still something to say, or can we go to the perk, Kate?
No, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, let's go to the
Yeah,
perk.
pretty good.
Okay, the first perk. Hex 2 can play. Anytime you are stunned or blinded by any survivor 2 times, if there is no hex totem associated with hex 2 can play, a dog totem becomes a hex totem. Survivors who stun or blind you are blinded for 1.5 seconds. This does not affect carried survivors. The hex effects persist as long as the related hex totem is standing. From now on, no more Mr. Good Guy, Chucky. I couldn't say it immediately, this perk is useless.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Yep. Let's just say
Yeah.
it will give the survivors the same blind effect that we get as killers when they blind us.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But here's the thing, on the killer it's longer, and on the survivors it is extremely short. It's barely even noticeable.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
And the worst
Yeah, crazy.
thing is also, a survivor can blind you 2 times in a row. While you are blinded, they can blind you again while you are blinded. And if you are really unlucky, they do it again. That's
Yeah, bro. There are a lot of problems with this perk. Apart from the fact that 1.5 seconds blindness is nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, but not every killer can be stunned.
yeah,
Yeah, so this perk will be useless on on the nurse, for example, or executioner
yeah,
or huntress also. It will be useless.
yeah. It's
You have yeah.
it's not only that, bro, but it doesn't do for the rest. After it is gone off, it doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
It only
Also, consider that flashlights are also not that popular, bro,
yeah.
because how many times do you get 4 flashlights in your lobby?
Once every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. So it is also a situational perk.
And then it also depends on what killer that you are.
Also, I don't like it is it is a hex perk.
Yeah, with no value.
Yeah. So and there is also another problem, bro, because the survivor is blinded, but you still have to break the pallet.
Yes.
So you still lose. You are still wasting time.
And not only that, bro, but you are blinded for longer.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Exactly. I was going to say that. So yeah, there are a lot of problems. This perk, yeah, it is not enough strong for being X.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the problem. So either remove the X requirement
Mm-hmm.
or buff the perk.
Yeah. Because let's just be honest, guys. It is totems. Hex totems are supposed to be risk and reward.
Right.
Yes.
That is the thing. And there are some that are more reward than that they are risk. That's also a thing.
Yeah, because bro, remember, when you play Survivor, if you see Hex Totem,
Yeah.
you should cleanse it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must destroy the totem, but
Right.
with this perk, you have no reason to destroy it. To can play.
Yeah.
No reason,
Yeah.
because it is a joke.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
and that means that we have a problem here, bro.
yeah.
Because you created a X perk, but the survivor has no reason to cleanse it.
Yep. You can ignore it. You can
Yes,
literally ignore it.
yes.
It's not like it's not like blood favor or crowd control or
Or hope.
yeah, or hope.
No, you can't ignore the hope.
Yeah. So what is this? What is this? So okay, the good thing about it is it turns any dull totem into a hex totem. Bravo, awesome. We have a perk that reactivates itself.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
But
Bro, maybe Beaver thought that you should pair this perk with Expentimento.
Yeah, but if they have no reason to destroy it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the problem.
I mean, at this point, hex plating is better than this. Hex plating is better.
Yes. It is far more annoying.
Yeah, and it gives survivors a reason to destroy it. This, okay, it's only after you stun the killer. You know what happens after they notice that you get this perk? They're gonna pre-drop.
Mm.
Yeah, of course.
And not even that. Even when they stun you, they will just go. They will just stun you at an area where it is safe to be stunned. Because they don't have to worry about this.
Right.
1.5 seconds is nothing. It's nothing. Literally nothing. You can still run forward. You can still. I mean, I was blinded by it. And I temporarily walked against a wall, but Falcon still lost me after that. And it didn't do anything for him. And it didn't do anything for me. This perk sucks. It needs more. It needs a stronger
power.
effect. Yeah, it needs more power. It's barely a meme perk, to say the least. And I bet that this is one of the perks that Falcon had a lot of difficulty with to make him build around. Correct?
Yes, bro. You are right.
Yeah, I knew it.
It is because the problem is Survivor will just pre-drop everything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we will still try to find a build for this perk.
Yep. But I don't think that it will be anything fun or so. Okay, the next one. Do you have anything to say about it, Kate? Or
No, I feel the same. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I feel the same.
But, you feel disappointed that your day is ruined in this perk. Okay, next.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was. My disappointment is incommensurable, and my day is ruined.
Yeah, yeah, you said it correctly. One of Falcon's favorite memes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Friends, hidey ho, friends till the end. You kill anyone who gets between you and your target. You become obsessed with one survivor. When you hook a survivor that is not the obsession becomes exposed for 20 seconds and reveal their aura for 10 seconds. When you hook the obsession, another random survivor screams and reveals their position. And becomes the obsession. I got some fresh meat lined up and I'm not gonna let you spoil it. Not this time, Chucky. First of all, by the time that you get by the survivor, the 20 seconds is already over.
Yes. And that's the first
Oh.
problem.
Yeah. And secondly, that with the aura doesn't always work.
Yeah, but I hope that's a bug.
Yeah. Other than that, I try to combine this with furtive chase. Doesn't work.
Ugh.
Because if this would work with furtive chase, it would work. I think it will work with Nemesis. I think it will work with that. Not Nemesis the killer, but the perk.
Yeah. But bro, I don't know because you can still look the obsession, and get value from furtive chase.
Yes, you can. You can, but the problem is with the randomness of that perk, with this perk,
Yeah.
you have barely any control. I think you can make this work if you have Nemesis. Nemesis and furtive chase. I think if you do those, I think that would work. It's if it works, then yeah, you get a free down.
Of course.
But you need to be a killer with mobility, like the nurse or the blight. But it's nowadays
But
so.
then it only works. Then it'll only work. 12 meters. Then it only works 5 seconds out of range.
Yep. Yep.
So that's even more crunch time
Yeah.
on that. If you get out of the 12 meters, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Keep in mind, just like 20 seconds. For 20 seconds, you can see the. For 10 seconds, you can see the aura. I mean, you have to be a high mobility killer to get value from this. And even then,
Yeah, bro. As always, I think only nurse, blight, maybe spirit, can get good value from this perk.
most likely,
As always, bro.
yeah, it is always the same killers that can get it.
Yeah, because bro, 20 seconds, it is too short. Yeah, you know, imagine you are playing the Deathlinger, for example.
Yeah,
Yeah. So your obsession is exposed on the other side of the map.
yeah,
What do you do?
yeah. It is horrible.
Nothing. It's useless.
Yeah, I mean, and the Deathsling is like one of the best killers that could make use of this perk.
Yes.
Same as with make your choice, but he can't do anything with it. That's the thing, because depending on the map, then depending on how good the survivor is itself, you have to deal with like 3 variables: where they are, how good the survivor is, and what map you're on. That is what you have to deal with. With what I mean with where they are they on the other side of the map, or are they on an upper floor, or are they downstairs? You know. And that means then you have to calculate in the traveling time that you make as killer. So you have to think about, okay, I'm this type of killer, so I'm so fast. You know? Then you have to go in if how good is the survivor. If the survivor is bad, you would down them in a few seconds. If you are in time. And if they are good, by the time that you hit them, it will be already over. And the last one is, on what map are you? Because if you are in mid-switch, and they would be right above you, but the stairs are like on the other side of the map. Well, by the time that you are where the survivor is, the other survivor will be unhooked, and you cannot find the survivor that is exposed. And it will be over. It's like... this is like literally what you don't want. This perk is... It can work.
Yeah.
It can work, but not as you want.
Well,
Okay.
I took it. I tried to compare it with Game of Foot,
Yeah.
and it says with that you get 5% after breaking a gen, breaking a wall, or breaking a pallet.
Yeah.
But I think you have to be chasing your obsession the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the
That's the problem. Because, okay, this perk can give you the position of the obsession, but you still have to go to the place where they are and start the chase.
Yeah.
So,
So
okay, you can pair it with the game of foot. It's a good combo, but situational.
yeah. And secondly, you are working on a crunch time because you have 20 seconds to down them.
Yes.
yeah.
Because it's like I said, you have to calculate in the traveling speed of the killer and where the survivor is. So if you say point A is like the shack, but the survivor is like by a generator that is like in the corner of the map, on the other side. So you have to calculate in what killer are you? Are you the hack, or are you the deadsling, or are you huntress, or are you trapper, for example? Yeah, trapper is fast. You know, he could make it, but he would not be, but if Trapper makes it there, and he starts the chase, he still has to down the survivor, and he would not have enough time to down them. If you are hack, you are like, okay, I get there, but it is already over,
Yeah.
And then you have to calculate in the skill level of the survivor and the map that it is on. Three aspects: traveling time, and the location, the map, and the skill level of the survivor. Three things goes against you. And that is, if it is on a small map, this perk is great. A small map, it is great, but then you have to still deal with two other things: skill level of the survivor and what map it is.
Yeah.
Those are the two consistent things. Then, if you remove the traveling speed or the location where the survivor is, you still have to deal with the skill level, and you still have to deal with the location, the map where they are. Those are the two consistent things in the end: skill level and the
Map
time.
size.
Yeah, and the map. So yeah, this perk is meh. I think we all agree about that.
Yeah, but the problem is, bro, this is the best perk of Chucky.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Last one. Batteries included. Being somewhere between man and machine has its upsides. When within 12 meters of a completed generator, you have 5% haste. The movement speed bonus lingers for 5 seconds after leaving the generator's range. Haste increase killer movement speed. Surprise! Did you miss me, Andy? Chucky. Dit is the second best perk that he has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 5% haste is strong. Because we see it on the Skull Merchant with her drones. Because her drones work the same way as this perk. But here is the thing. By the time that in late game this is useless. Late game it is useless.
Yeah. Basically, you have to lose the game for getting value, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time you're protecting your generators.
And also it is situational because you must leave your 3 gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to go to a completed generator and get value from the perk.
Yep.
But that is not the way you are supposed to play killer, because you must protect your generators,
Yes.
not leave your generators.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It would help killers like Michael, who are slow, but then you have to be on a small map, and you have to be an infinite tier 1. Or, I mean, if you, there are so few killers that would benefit from it. There are not enough killers that would benefit from it. You know? I mean, yeah, you could use it to close the distance between yourself and a location, but most of the time you're protecting the gens. And then you have to think about you got the long range campers, and you got then you got the tunnelers. You know, it's if this perk doesn't do anything for anyone. I mean, it doesn't sensitize someone to go after someone else. So it doesn't help. It doesn't stop tunneling. It also doesn't stop people from proxy camping. And when it is active, I mean, yeah, you get 5% cool, but most of the generators are at really strong jungle gyms, also. And even then, you don't go to those areas because you are too busy protecting the generators that don't. Because
Yeah, exactly.
it's this perk conflicts so much with the game. It needs to be, bro. What does this perk need to become viable as a good perk?
Can I suggest one thing?
Sure.
Just remove the completed word.
Completed what?
Completed generators.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When within 12 meters of a generator,
Yes.
Right.
and you have 5%
Yeah,
haste.
just a simple change, but that would be pretty good.
Yeah, then it would make it really viable.
Yeah.
But what would activate it? I talked about Game of Foot at the wrong time. I meant to talk about it now.
Yeah.
So, what could activate this if it's not the gen?
That's the thing.
Because Game of Foot, it's if you break the pallet, break a gen, or break a wall.
Yeah, but it has to do with obsession. You have to be in chase with obsession.
That's right. Yeah, you have to be chasing the obsession. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this could be, I guess, any generator that's completed. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I still, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird perk. It's basically
Yeah,
it's
bro, for that reason, I suggest to remove the condition, the requirement of a completed generator. Just, you know, just make that you can use the perk with every generator,
Yeah.
completed or not.
this is basically
You know what?
yeah.
What if it was, I forgot the name of the perk. I think it's with the gunslinger. You know, when the generator is at 70% and then it gives you the amount, like it gives you an alert.
Are you talking about Tinkerer?
Yeah, Tinkerer, that's it.
The hillbilly perk.
Yes. What if it worked like that?
Yeah, it's a good combo. We will have a build with that. Don't worry.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the problem with this perk is it only have value from it when you're losing. It is like that
Right.
that singularity perk,
Yes.
machine learning,
Yeah.
where you have to kick the gen and then it's it's not a top tier perk, sadly.
But bro, to be honest, I think that machine learning is still better than this perk.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. To be honest, Coup de Grace is better than this perk.
Oh yeah.
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 You get more value from Coup de Grace. I tested a lot of games with Coup de Grace. As Falcon, he's seen a few videos with me using it. And I get so much value from it. For Coup de Grace. Especially with killers that can protect the generators really well.
Yeah.
But this is like, you're losing your generators, but you don't get rewarded. That's the thing. It's like, I lose my gen, I get now 5% movement speed. Youpie-doo! Oh, by the way,
Right.
the generator is on the other side of the map. Cool shit! Cool shit! Cool shit! Yeah, this perk is basically the cola light of the normal Coca-Cola. That is the power of the skull merchant. Basically, this is Diet Light cola, and then you get the Coca-Cola that is the skull merchant, because the skull merchant is like, oh, I'm in my drone range, I get movement speed. Or the survivors are in my drone range and I get movement speed. And this is like, yay! Generator completed, I get 5% movement speed. Oh wait, it's on the other side of the map. I think this doesn't work. It is like, this is sizzle frizzle. This perk. Not good frizzle and not good sizzle. Frissel rissel. New word. Okay. So anything else we have to say about it, or can we go to the perk build suggestions?
I think I'm done, bro.
Okay, so and you, Kate?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so just a got summary. Bad. Good. Meh.
Yeah.
Bad.
Should
Good.
be
Meh.
okay.
Yeah. So we will see you guys in the perk build suggestion part of the video. See you then.